All right. This is a continuation of our illustration lesson. Got a little long, so we're going to continue this. This is all about the style of the art. I need to add a few more details as well to this one. So let's start with coloring things. I have a character that's a kind of a boss of some sort or a bad guy. So I want him to have a suit and I want things to be kind of this dark gray and gray sort of theme. So I'm going to keep my color palette really simple. Remember, coloring is done with this tool, Select Shape tool. Do not use the paint bucket tool unless it's to add a stroke to a line. Just steer clear from this tool. I know it's intuitive to do that because that's what every other program uses, but we use this tool. So every layer, I'm going to go through and color. Let's see. I need my stroke to be colored here. So here's one way to do it. Drag the color picker down to that line. Another way to do it is to right click on the color. If I wanted pink, I could right click. So that's one way to do it. Now that I have my gray picked, I could also pick a color from here on my canvas. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with all of the arms. So arm over here. I have the same tool selected. Click and drag. I can click and drag down here, or I can do it here. All right, legs. Here's a shortcut. Alt, right click over the art. It selects the layer. Shortcut. Shortcuts are good. Click and drag. Alt, right click, click and drag. All right. I know my waist and my coat is also going to be the same color, but they're not strokes. They're filled and they have a stroke on them too. So Alt, click, select. All right. I want my stroke to go away and I want my fill to be this color. Paste. Same thing. Turn off the stroke. It's got an interesting look to him. Let's see. I want my feet, alt click, to be maybe darker. No stroke. You can leave the stroke on if you want to. I'm just gonna have these be black. No stroke. Hands. I need to pick a color for the skin. So you pick that. I'm gonna turn off the stroke and pick like a darker, maybe I don't know. It can be any color. I don't like that. Maybe he's got pink skin. It means his face is going to be pink as well. So I'm going to go color some stuff on his face. The face, I'm going to take the stroke away. Skin color is that. Beard, no stroke. I want that to be darker so it stands out. Maybe it's a little, oops, not stroke, but there we go. Hair, hat, probably black. Ears are going to be that pink. Mouth, just take away the stroke. And that's everything on that layer. I need to go to the eye layer and make that change. Holding shift, I can select multiple shapes to recolor. So no stroke. It should be the same color as the hair. Pupils, just no stroke, but I want those to be black. And the eyes, I don't want it to be a stroke. I want it to be white. All right. Okay. I need some details on my suit, and you probably need to move some art around now that I can see the colors here. So that'd be the first step. Just give it some color, and then okay, what do I need to adjust as far as the artwork goes, the layer order, and maybe some details. So let's add some of that. First of all, the hands look very weird. So I know that needs to go, that hand layer needs to go below the arm like that. And if you hate that, we can fix it, but it just makes things easy. So don't worry about being like making this great thing the first time out. But that order seems to make a little more sense. You can drag it out. Try to have these circular kind of shapes overlap. It just helps with articulation, the movement. Drag that one down. Move it around. The again, I'm Alt right clicking to grab that layer. It's just a super shortcut. I can either modify the arm or I could modify the body, which I think I'm gonna actually do. Okay. Move this leg over so it's right below. These feet are all weird. Okay, so that looks a little better. I know from experience that these shoulders are going to be an issue when the body moves. So I'm going to curve them. Curvature tool. It's just going to create a smoother, articulated point. So something like that's going to be a little more friendly. If you have really sharp joints, things just get difficult. So we'll try that. Remember to save your work often. This is looking better already. It's got some style to it. I think I need some details like in the suit. I forgot to do that, so I can always add to it. I'm on the body layer. Get my add points tool. I'm just going to draw like the center of the suit here. It's a line, so I have to use my paint bucket tool. Click. There's no, this is the tricky part. There's no, it didn't do anything, so I'm going to actually back out of that. Let's try that again. Add point tool. What happened was I had the same color selected as the suit, so it looks like it nothing happened. Here's what I'd recommend: picking a darker color first, and then drawing, and then filling. It'll show up. Obviously, that is way too thick. Maybe 10. I'm gonna put a pocket over here. I'd like that pocket to be not filled in, and then I don't want this top line. So here's something you can try. Select shape tool, no fill. New tool, hide edge tool. I can hide any of these edges. If I hide that edge, I love this tool. Now I have a pocket. That's pretty cool. Okay. I think that's all the details that I want. The last part is I forgot to draw another eye state. So this is another piece that you can pull. I'm just gonna make sure my ears are overlapping my face. I want my character to blink. Okay, this is going to be a switch layer. It's a new thing. So I need two states of the eyes here. Actually, real quick, this scowl is really annoying. I want it to be like a darker pink. So I'm going to select this pink, go in, and just pull my color down a little bit. So it's got like skin color, but it's not like black. Notice I just keep tweaking my art until I'm happy with it. Drawn forever. A little strange at the bottom of the suit. Has no definition. I'm just going to put a line there. The reason it's stopping there is because my legs are in front of my body, which isn't going to work. Leg down below body. There we go. Maybe that's thicker, 10. Okay, enough of that. Let's do this switch layer. Okay, I have eyes open. That's this layer. That's all my art right there. You can do it one of two ways. You can duplicate this if the eye isn't changing a lot, or you can just make a new layer. I'm going to duplicate because I want to keep my eyebrows and I want to modify it. So this is the duplicate button. Select your layer, and click that middle button right there. Eyes open too. I'm going to rename this eyes closed. Hide the original layer because it'll be really confusing if you don't. And then modify. This is the best way, I think, to work. Here's another tool. X. Oh, yeah. So X is a magnet tool. If you hold Alt and you drag, or you can adjust this number right here, it is a way to drag multiple points around. You can also work with selected points only, I believe. So I'm modifying my artwork in another way. I'm going to make a blink. So the eyebrows are moving too. Maybe not so much. Right? I need a blink. So a blink should be probably just dark. I probably don't need any of this art here. And like a South Park blink is basically 2 lines. So maybe I'm using my add points tool. I'm going to copy paste that. Control C, Control V. Maybe that's a blink. Easiest way to do it, I think. If I select all that, I'm going to use my select points tool. Copy, paste, flip, move. I have my blink now. So I have a blink or eyes closed and eyes open. Closed, open, closed, open. You can see, maybe I need to move some artwork down. All right. Here's the new part. This is called the switch layer. What a switch layer is it basically determines what piece of art in a folder is on. Everything else will be off. So you could have 10 things or 2 things. Similar to how we make a bone folder, you got to select all your art. I want my 2 eye states to be in a switch folder. So I have 2 layers selected. New, group with selection. This is the same process. Give it a name. I'm just going to call this eyes. These are all of my eyes. And then we need to convert this to, instead of a bone folder, we're going to convert it to a switch folder. And it will show you only one of those layers. Notice this one is bright, this one is grayed out. So this one's the active layer. You can activate any layer you want to by right-clicking on it and making active. That's one way to make it active. So now that one's bright and the other one's grayed out. Another thing you can try is right-clicking on the eyes and select a layer that's in that folder to make active. We'll use this for animation, so it's critical that you understand how to make it and then how to control which one's on and off. Okay, at this point, make any modifications that you need to about your art, because the next step is rigging your character, which is going to take some extra steps too. So get it where you want it, and then we'll rig in the next video.